A lot of people always write in and ask me if body language is important, or like if the ability to read body language is important. And my answer is twofold. First of all, the ability to read body language is super important for the simple fact that we communicate most of the time non-verbally, and this dates back to the primitive age. It's something that's hardwired into the reptilian complex, or the reptilian brain, or the oldest part of the brain, which is all the way in the back of the brain, which is basically responsible for our flight or fight responses. And what it does is, the minute we come across somebody else, it analyzes that person and tries to decipher whether or not that person is going to add to our resources, or if this person is a threat to us. And a majority of that analyzation comes through body language or signals that the other person's giving. So it's super important that you're able to understand and read body language. And the second thing is because for the person who you're speaking to, their body can't lie. It's very easy for people to say what they want, for people to lie, to just spew out things out of their mouth that may not necessarily be true, but it's very difficult for the body to lie. So that's why it's super important to be able to read body language. Now, the problem is that a lot of people do it wrong. They may read something or learn about a secret technique and think that they're doing it the right way, but there's a couple of missteps that are taking place that are causing them to make mistakes. So sit down and stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to reveal the mistake, and then I'm going to show you how to avoid doing it. All right, so the number one mistake that people make when reading body language is what we call an isolated signal. So what does that mean? It means that a person will read up on a study, or they'll read a book which tells them that if somebody crosses their arms, it means that the person's being defensive. And yes, that is a very defensive position to have. And the reason because of that is because you are basically covering up all of your vital organs, your heart, your lungs, your stomach, your intestines. And even though for many people the crossed arm position is just a habitual position, it's something that they normally do, the question that you have to ask yourself is that if you were in a completely relaxed state of mind, like say you were in a jacuzzi or you were on the beach laying down, would you have your arms crossed? And the answer is no, you probably would not. So regardless of whether it's something that you do habitually or by nature, it does come across as a closed, guarded position, and it does build up a little bit of resistance. Now, the problem is that people will often just look at this one gesture or this one signal and make a judgment about somebody. And that's the mistake. The mistake is that you have to look for congruencies. You have to look for at least 3 signals, 3 different things that are indicating that this person may be lying to you or may be being resistant to you. If you just focus on one single thing, you could easily make a mistake. So how do you do this? The easiest and simplest way that I tell people to practice this, to get good at it, is to watch movies and hit the mute button. Try to watch at least 20 to 25 minutes of a movie without the sound, without knowing what the people are saying to each other, and just kind of make sense of what's happening by how those people move. Or the next time you're at the park or something like that, and you see 2 people interacting with each other, look at them, make sure you can't hear them, look at them and try to decipher what's going on by looking at their body language. Want to learn how to read anyone's mind by simply understanding their body language? Click the link right there and download the Mind Reading Blueprint absolutely free. Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and make sure you subscribe.